How many people can remember their next door neighbors growing up? When you were at home with your parents, come on, hands up if you can remember was there just like one outstanding family that just really, like we had neighbors on all sides, but I remember them for different reasons. But if I was facing the street, I was just there yesterday, drove through the old neighborhood, and I was up doing a family wedding, and if I was facing the street, the neighbors on this side, a family just like ours, husband, wife, 4 sons, no daughters. That's an unusual and wonderful family. Birth order and gender configuration really shapes a family, and so 4 boys, that's a very particular family, and it was unusual that they would have that and we would have that, and I think it made the observation of the contrasting priorities more evident, and decades have only made it more so. We played in Little League a little bit, maybe 1 or 2 things a year, once or twice a week. I remember noting that the neighboring sons played in everything, every lesson, if something new came out in the fashion, they were wearing it. If something new came out in the toy gadget thing, they had it. It just never ceased to be. I was too young to think anything other than, man, I wish we had that. But I look back at it now as pretty sad, really. And tragically, the father died before all 4 of the children reached any kind of adult independence, which only doubled and tripled down the mother's idolatry of her children. And she's long gone into eternity too, and I haven't had really any contact with those sons for probably more than 10 years, but it was really quite something to watch all that play out into adolescence and into adulthood, and how the idolization of children actually affects the children, how it actually impacts them to grow up thinking that they are awesome. I think I said last weekend, if you spend every weekend telling your kids that they're awesome, they will grow up and believe you. And then they will have to spend the rest of their life learning that that isn't true.